they talked about tax increments. Now, the reason why I laid bare most of these management numbers is for you to put yourself in my shoe and actually say, if this were a study group, what will you advise me to do? I've given you my numbers. It's not that we want to increase taxes just because I heard somebody on social media says I'm very heartless. But but again, I like that. But the bottom line is this. How on earth, if I were a private company, that I will survive? I should have gone bankrupt by now. And then, Mr. Napoleon made reference to it. What he did not want to say is that I should sack civil servants to reduce the cost. That was a smarter way of getting across to me. But you know what? I'll break the social fabric of this place if we take people off. You've forgotten also that you need those number of RRS vehicles, the RRS policemen, the LASMA people, and then the nurses and the doctors to be able to keep the social fabrics together. And then the teachers. Don't think about civil servants as just people carrying files. Yeah. What about those people that are doing social work, the health centers, all those places? They are the ones keeping the social fabric together. And the truth is that there are just 103,000 trying to take care of 24 million people. That's why people are in the private sector business doing schools. Because the resources is not enough to provide for everybody. So the idea of saying you want to retrench, which is a quick win for somebody in the private sector, does not happen in public service. So the bottom line and the truth is this. In public service, you make political decisions that appear senseless to people in the private sector. In order to keep stability and let the society be together, some of our decisions, they appear to you senseless. But again, you know what? It's to keep people to sleep properly. In the last 2.5 years, you will agree also that security has improved. But is it the ideal? It's not yet the ideal. It comes at a cost. There are just 33,000 policemen protecting all of us, 24 million. Who does that? Even just one person in his house has about 8. So when you now magnify the challenges, you will now see that sometimes this money is not enough. Because I've just told you now, to do that airport road from Oshodi and 10 lanes with a U-turn bridge and 4 pedestrian road, it's when we finish by December or January, you will love it. But you know it's coming from your taxes. It's only because we are bold that we want to do it. Anybody that doesn't have guts will not do it. Do we like the way our Papa axis is? The answer is no. Do you know it will come at a cost? Should I go and do it? Everybody will say yes. Have you paid your taxes? But you know what? We are 24 million. Taxable adults in Lagos is 8 million. The number of people that actually submitted tax returns in 2017 is 2 million. And then the number of people that actually pay taxes, 700,000. So this land use charge, what is it? You still want to talk about it? With everything I've said? Hey. So, in order for us not to evoke the anger of the poor, we tax those who are rich so that we can protect them from their anger. That's what land use charge is saying, property taxes. That's what it's saying. So it's like a sacrifice. So this tax, the law was made in 2002. It provides there that every 5 years, You should review it and also find a way to increase it. 2017, 15 years after, it's never been reviewed. So let's play back in time. So those who are actually having commercial properties, the rental income they were getting in 2002, as against the rental income they are getting in 2017, 15 years after, has remained the same. Is that correct? Wait. The issue is this. The level of infrastructure that existed in 2002 as against what has happened in the last 15 years, are they the same? Did it not come at a cost? So why is the market value of the property that you built? You built it with 1 million. 15 years after, you are selling at 20 million. How did you make profit? Why do you think somebody who's a buyer will pay 20 million for it? It's not the facilities around your property. You have to pay a price. That's how it works everywhere. So somebody comes and says that we have increased by 400%. If 400% of what? You were paying 10,000 naira before. We say you should pay 50,000 naira. You are saying, you are calculating and turning statistics upside down by saying it's 400%. Is this still not still small? But do you know the truth? Pensioners, you don't need to pay. Owner occupier is just point something percent. Churches, mosques, NGOs, government institutions, it's free. So who is going to take care of the ones that are free? If you are owner occupier, you don't need to pay. So it's the commercial part that people are shouting. So how many properties are even in Lagos anyway? Maybe less than 1 million. So owner occupier, please, are there commercial properties in Badagry, Ekpe, and Ikorodu and all that? What's that? They will not even pay. What kind of economy is going on in Badagry that you go and charge them? If they don't pay, we cannot force them. So the whole thing is just concentrated in the hands of those who have commercial properties. That is the whole story. So don't let you be misled. Is it called what? New media, Abi? Social media. So, but the truth is this. That is the real story. Pensioners, owner-occupier, they don't really pay anything and all that. So why have we increased? We should have been doing it every 5 years. But I'm looking at it. If I must sustain, according to what Mr. Napoleon referred to, if I want to sustain the level of my vision, I have to throw something back to people. I don't need to come and meet you if I continue to borrow money. But you are borrowing to punish you ultimately, which is not what we want. Because it's even the taxes you will pay in some years' time that we used to pay the interest and the principal. Shouldn't somebody be able to tell you the bitter truth? And then let's say, let's sacrifice together. That's what we have done here. The number of people that are really affected in all these commercial transactions, they are like 300,000 against 24 million. Because almost every other thing in the land use charge is technically free. And then, they have the resources to attack us. So they just, scaremongering and blackmail and everything. But we are ready for dialogue. That's the bottom line. So the last one, they say how open, whether we can do some application or whatever. We already have a portal that's called Citizens Gate. And then in that place, everybody is free and open to actually engage and say whatever it is that they have or suggestions or complaints about the government. So that's already on. Maybe if it's not well popularized, we'll tell Ministry of Information to make sure that it goes around and all that. Thank you.